friends, we are going to actually do a practice and homework page in your Go Math book, and we're actually going to break the rules, and we're going to follow some different directions than what are on the page. So I want you to pull page 271 out of your math book, 271, and make sure your name's on it. And we're still talking about two-digit addition, and we're still doing our Common Core standard, which says use place value understanding and properties of operations to add and subtract. However, we're not going to be using the regrouping strategy, so I want you to cross this out. Okay? And you're going to put in some new directions. You're going to put in solve using, what strategy do you think we're going to use? You've got it. Partial sums. We're going to solve using partial sums. So let's review how we did that. We did that on page 33 of our math journal. So have page 33 out and look at it again and review the directions, the order that we solved this using partial sums. Now with partial sums, I can start with the ones or the tens. In your math book, Abby's Way, they started with the ones, but you can do either. And in our math journal, we started with the ones. However, we can start with our tens, but we need to remember to write the values. So, what's the value of 4 tens? 40. So I'm going to say 40 plus 20 is 60. And then I'm going to write 60 right there. Now I'm going to do my ones. What's 7 plus 5? Yep. Not carrying any one over. I'm just putting it right below the 60. Now I'm all done with that. The only thing I'm looking at is the new column I made. And now I just add down. What is 0 plus 2? 2. What is 6 plus 1? 7. What's my sum? 72. You'll have to write your sum a little bit smaller maybe, but circle it. So I did it one way, showing you how we can start with the tens. Okay. Let's look at number 2. Okay. Would you like to start with the tens or the ones? If you want to start with the ones, why don't you hold up one finger? If you want to start with the tens, you can hold up 10 fingers. Oh, it looks like more people would like to start with the ones. And that is okay. So let's do it. Let's start with our ones. What is 8 plus 3? 11. We put our 11 right there. Now let's go to our tens. Remember, it's the value. So what is 30 plus 10? 40. 40 goes right underneath. So basically we have 11 plus 40. What's 1 plus 0? 1. What's 1 plus 4? 5. What's our sum? 51. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to skip 3 for a second. You're going to go back and do it on your own, but let's look at number 4. All right. let's say that we start with the ones, with this one. What's 3 plus 5? 8. Don't let this confuse you, okay? Are we going to put anything right here? No, it's just 8. Now what's 10 plus 60? 70. So that can go right there. Okay, so we would just add down. What's 8 plus 0? 8. And what's just nothing plus 7? 7. You just pull it down. It's just 7. Or you can put a 0 in there if you want to. So your sum is what? 78. Now if we start with the tens on this one, and we say, okay, what's 10 plus 60? What? What's 10 plus 70? And then, so that's our tens. And then we do, what's 3 plus 5? 8. Some kids like that a little bit better. They think it's a little bit easier to see the answer if they do the tens first. Because then you just have 0 plus 8, which is 8, and you bring down that 7. So either way is fine. However you want to solve it using partial sums. If you want to do the tens and then the ones, or if you want to do the ones first and then the tens. Make sure to circle your sum. I'm going to let you finish through 8 on your own. So go ahead and finish those now. Hit pause. And then we're going to continue on with 9 and 10. Okay. Number 9 is just a regular number story about Angela and drawing flowers. Okay. The question is, how many flowers did she draw? Our complete sentence is going to be, she drew blank flowers. Now I'm going to let you choose how you want to solve 16 plus 25. Okay. You can solve 16 plus 25 using compensation, using expanded form, using regrouping, or using partial sums. You get to decide. But you need to pick one of those ways to solve it and show me your work. Okay? Go ahead and you can work on that. Hit pause, and then we'll look at 10. It says up here, for number 10, how is exercise 5 different from exercise 6? Well, here is 5, and here is 6. And I want you to look at the numbers that are in the ones column. So, first off, in our ones, we have 7 and 6. What's 7 plus 6? 13. Okay? That has a 10 in it, right? 1 10 and 3 ones. Let's look at our ones here for number 6. How many ones do we have?
9.
9. Does that have any 10s in it?
No.
In the ones? No. Okay. So if you were going to solve this with regrouping, which one would you regroup?
5.
Excellent. You would, because this is 13. If you're solving this with partial sums, and you're doing your ones first, you wouldn't have any 10s. So you would just put a 0, 9, or just leave that empty. So when you're answering the question, you just need something like, if you were solving with regrouping, you would need to regroup number 5. Okay? Or you could also say, number 5, the ones add up to 13, which is 1 10 and 3 ones. With number 6, the ones add up to 9. So the ones column does not break the rules as far as going over 9 ones. So something like that. Just, or explain in another way how those two exercises or problems, same theme, are different. On the back, okay, you may choose how to solve 1 and 2. You can use regrouping or partial sums. You could also use expanded form if you wanted to. Alright, and then just finish these on your own. They're just a quick review. 3, 4, 5, and 6, not too tricky. So I hope this helps. I'm excited that we learned a new strategy called partial sums. Work hard, and I will talk to you later.